A mysterious unseen killer kills counselors and teenagers at a camp. This is going to be an unlucky day for them.
Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Kenny here. I'm here to review the 1980 horror film Friday the 13th. And first off, I want to say that I had never seen most of the Friday the 13th films until I had bought a DVD lot of all 12 of them. I had never seen 1 through Jason X before, and I enjoy watching every one of those. Those are great. I've been so glad that I've been finally able to get around to watching those. I had seen 2009 Friday the 13th and Freddy vs. Jason at first, and then for a long time Freddy vs. Jason was the only Friday the 13th anything that I owned. So it's been a great fun, and I am so glad to have all 12 of these and watch the 1 through Jason X that I had never seen before. So I can now say that I am a big Friday the 13th fan. I enjoy every one of these. But this Friday the 13th, this is an incredible first Friday the 13th. I enjoy this. It has to do with a mysterious unseen killer returning to Camp Crystal Lake, taking revenge out on a person who is swimming out in the lake 20 years ago, and that person did not survive that. So this killer returns to Camp Crystal Lake 20 years later and takes revenge out on the counselors and teenagers. That's basically what this film is about, and I highly enjoy this film. I like the front image of this deluxe edition. This is the lenticular slipcover. So I enjoy this a lot. I also have the theatrical version of the first Friday the 13th, and the difference between that and the unrated is that mainly the kill scenes in this are cut down, and that was the big difference in this. They are both 95 minutes, but the main difference in this is that the kill scenes are cut down in this, and that was why I wanted to get this so I could see what the difference is. I love this image though, with the silhouette of the body and cut out, and we see the lake and the camp and the sky and the forest, and this is very ominous and scary. And there's counselors and teenagers here, and the way this looks, it is like they never know where the killer will come from, and instead of being in the killer being in their forest, they're in the killer's forest in a camp. So that is one thing that I have always enjoyed about this. Now that I finally watched it, and I love the image though, because and the poster, this is the only image there, and I think this is one of the most memorable in horror history with how this looks. And I I really like the theatrical version a lot, but then the unrated adds in has the kill scenes that were cut down extended in this, which I know at the time many were really glad to see that. They probably had not, many in the world probably had not seen what those kill scenes were at the time, except for in the theater. And this is another one where I love this silhouette of this body. It's a dark image with the red around, uh, red splotches. I love that. And I really like it that the knife forms the one, so this is for 13th. The that was the other thing with this poster and this image that I liked, where it's this one also, the the killer mainly is holding a knife and uses a knife to kill with. I really like this, and in this, the tip of that knife has dripping blood, so I really like how that looks. And in this, it forms a one. And the other thing I greatly like in this is that the killer has a utility belt, and the knife, that person has a knife in the utility belt, so it makes it a lot easier and quicker to grab out the knife. And then that was not the only thing that is a killing weapon. That person also uses an axe. So it's a knife and an axe that are used to kill with. And I think that those are very very good ideas for weapons, because in this one it is very minimal with what is used to kill with. That is one thing I like about this, with how subtle it is. And the music score is very iconic and memorable too, from Harry Manfredini, and the Kiki Mama is one of the most well-known and recognizable sounds and sound effects before for beginning sound, basically. And before the music score even starts, that was one of the first things you hear. So when you hear that, you know exactly what the film is and what the franchise is. So I really do enjoy this. This is not one of the first, or this is one of the first for Kevin Bacon. Probably not the earliest role for him, but this is one of his first. And I liked him a lot in this. He has a very good part in this, and just the atmosphere of this is very creepy, ominous, and very scary. I love it that also you never see or get a hint of who the killer is. You see a hand or maybe a body part, and then the thing that is used to kill, like the knife or an axe. Other than that, you never get any thing of who the killer is. And that is what I like about this. You never get any clue or hint about who the killer is. And I heard is one thing that some people might not like about this first film, because that kind of undoes the whole thing about a whodunit, because you never see who it is and never get any clue or hint, and you never hear the person speak, so you have no idea who it is, and that is one thing I greatly enjoy about this. And I think that not knowing anything of who the killer is, no clue or hint, I think that is what makes this so iconic and memorable. I like that part of the plot a lot in this, and even when you do see the hand, it is very difficult to notice if it what who that is, and I think that works very well to the film's advantage. And I really like the location of being at a camp. I think that up to this point, that is one of the most creative, because the killer could be anywhere, and you never know where that person will be. And then what else? This is probably the first, one of the earliest that really popularized the phrase slasher film. That Psycho and Halloween had done that before, but I think with Friday the 13th, this is the one that really coined and popularized that phrase, and that it all started with this, and I've did highly enjoy this. What this is to me a great way to begin the Friday the 13th, and also the kills are also very creative, because it can be all manner of different ways that someone is killed in this, and uh, that is something that one of my favorite things about this film. And the director Sean S. Cunningham, I thought he was uh, I thought he did an excellent job with directing this first one, and it is one that is, I think, incredibly important in the history of horror films. This is certainly one that is one of the most famous. So I greatly enjoy this and the theatrical version. Both of these releases are great. I enjoy both of them. They're basically the same film. So I highly recommend this if anyone has not seen this. This was also a big box office success and a surprise for the Sean S. Cunningham, the cast, crew, and Paramount. It was a incredibly low budget, and it was this is a big box office success for its time. So that and I think as you can certainly see that the budget they had for this is certainly on screen. You see it, and they used it very well to their advantage. I like how they were able to do so much with so little of their with that low and small of a budget they had with this. That is one thing I think is sometimes overlooked, and I love that about this first Friday the 13th. I think that is a very incredible aspect about this film. And I am also doing this in collaboration with my friend Rob, Movie Review Time, and so I will put his channel link in the description. Please watch his channel and subscribe to his channel and watch his review when he gets that uploaded. And please watch my videos when I continue on with them. Click subscribe up here on my channel, or down here if you're watching the video by itself. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.